Hey y'all, Brandon Arenas here. Hope you're doing amazing. So I keep getting attacked. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I am too Republican. I'm obviously a talking mouth for the Republican Party. I'm obviously voting for Donald Trump because I posted a video that says Donald Trump's going to win in a landslide. Guys, we can use a little more critical thinking than that. If you point out that Osama bin Laden's really good at running away from our CIA, that doesn't mean you support him and you're going to vote for him. It's pointing out reality that he was really good at running from our CIA and our FBI and everyone else. I am not voting for Donald Trump. I do not support Donald Trump. I will point out some positives about him before I go into the negatives. And I will also point out that I actually try to come at things from an unbiased perspective so that way you guys understand I am not just talking left talking points here. First of all, the absolute best source I have found for promoting and supporting Donald Trump, his name is Stefan Molyneux. Find him on YouTube, like him, subscribe to him. He is the absolutely best person that supports Donald Trump that I have found. And I would only recommend him, not because he likes Donald Trump, because that's probably where I disagree with him the most. But I like him because he's a very good critical thinker. He thinks very well. He's relatively consistent with his logic and his mindset. That's a phenomenal person you want to be around, whether you agree with the person or not. At least they're consistent in general. At least they're thinking about things, which is far better than most sources on most sides. Doesn't matter whether you're going Republican or Democrat. For example, I hate Sean Hannity. I love Stefan Molyneux. I can't stand Rush Limbaugh. I think he's actually entertaining, but for an accurate source, he's horrible. Stefan Molyneux is phenomenal. So that's just a quick overview. So why is it that I do not support Donald Trump? Well, let's start with economics. I personally think our economy is headed into a recession. Donald Trump's pointing out that our economy is headed into a recession, so why don't I support him? Well, we don't hear anything special from Donald Trump. Well, first of all, what is his policies? Nobody really knows. I mean, the guy's all over the place. He picks a different stand every single week. So we have no idea where he actually stands. But let's go past that point and actually get into the meat of the issue. This is a guy, in my opinion, our country is headed towards the worst recession in the world history. In our country's history, for sure. We're talking about every single economist, historian, and politician who actually warned about the 2000 crash, who warned about the 2008 crash, all are suggesting that we are heading towards something much, much worse in the very near future. So if I'm going to listen to those people, I have to recognize, okay, what's the problems? What do we do about fixing it? If I listen to Donald Trump, it's more of the same. It's going to be more George W. Bush, more Obama. No, we're going to cut and trim the fat. We're going to get rid of all the waste in government, and we're going to keep all the programs. We're going to solve all the problems. We're going to increase veterans care. We're going to increase Social Security, Medicaid. We're going to solve all the world's problems, but we're not going to spend any extra money. Come on, guys. At some point, we have to be sane enough to recognize the same promises are a bunch of baloney. They're a bunch of malarkey. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So we had Clinton, who was blessed to run into the beautiful, beautiful stock market boom. He still mishandled the economy so poorly that he handed George W. Bush a recession. What did George W. Bush do? Did he learn from Clinton? Did he do anything different? No. He was Clinton on steroids, except he invaded more countries and dropped more bombs. Then we have Obama. He is George W. Bush on steroids. Well, he's black, so we can't actually do that. I mean, come on, guys. Really, it's horrible. George W. Bush nearly increased our debt more than every single president in the history of our country combined. He dropped interest rates astronomically low. He created a housing bubble. Yay, it blew up. Everybody knows about 2008. Obama inherited the recession. He didn't do anything different than Obama or Bush. He did the same exact thing, put it on steroids, said, yeah, let's do this thing all over again. Now we have a car bubble. We have a student loan bubble. We have a housing bubble. We have a money bubble. We have a credit bubble. The next recession is going to be so much worse. And Donald Trump isn't saying, hey, we need to cut back our government spending drastically. No, he says, we're going to increase all these things, but we're not going to spend any more. We're going to make our military so much better. We're going to fix all these issues. Our veterans are going to be taken care of, but we're not going to spend any more. Come on, guys. This is insanity to believe this stuff. So no, I do not support Donald Trump for that reason. Donald Trump supports the drug war. I do not support the drug war. I personally believe in protecting minorities, the middle class, and people that actually choose to do what the heck they want with their own life. Donald Trump supports a police state. He wants more strict police. He wants more police activity. He wants harder enforcement or more strict enforcement. I personally, as a upstanding white guy who has a pretty clean record, do not like more cops on the street. In fact, I don't like the cops I see in general. No, I'm not anti-cop. There are needs for them. But the whole idea that I'm going to get pulled over and given a $500 ticket for not wearing my seat buckle pisses me off. I'm sorry. That I might get pulled over for my tinted windows pisses me off. Yeah. For going 5 over the speed limit. Yeah. Now I got a ticket for that too. Woo, I feel so safe. Oh, smoking a joint. Now I'm going to prison. This to me is not what a country is built on. When it says, when we're talking about freedom, that's not what I'm talking about. And of course, this hurts minorities and the inner city the most, because these are the people that do not have the money to defend themselves when they get caught with smoking a joint. Now they end up in jail, or now they end up in prison. So it's a racist law, or racist laws. So I do not support Donald Trump for that. Do I think he's actually trying to be racist? No. But that is the end result. Finally, well, I shouldn't say finally, another reason I'm not supporting Donald Trump. I'm not a warmonger. Yeah, him and Hillary Clinton, very similar. I'm not a warmonger. This is a guy that's talking about blowing Iranian ships out of the water because, they were circling our destroyer. Well, guess where our destroyer was? Our destroyer was over at their flipping country. They weren't over here policing our country. No. It's our country over there policing them, telling them how to live their lives. And then they try to defend their own country, or they at least try to take a stand and say, hey, bro, buzz off. They flip us off, and we're like, yeah, we're going to kill these guys. Woo! You know, we killed 1 million people in Iraq. They didn't do anything to us. Let's kill some more Iranians. Woo, America. I don't understand how the Christian vote can go to Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. We're talking about people that support more killing, more murder. It's really what it is. We're not talking about defending America anymore. So you could kind of defend yourself. You could call it defense when you're killing people, self-defense or whatever in some wars. Maybe even Afghanistan if you're really stretching it. But you can't call Iraq self-defense. Is that murder? 1 million people murdered? Iran, we're going to go blow them out of their boat because their little 8-foot boat's really intimidating our insanely huge destroyer. Guys, I actually believe in protecting human life, and I don't believe in policing the world. Our country's broke. We don't need troops policing the world. We need troops here at home protecting our border. Maybe instead of spending the money on that wall, Trump, you should actually put men on the border protecting that. That way we can save money on all of our military bases all around the world. Well over 700 of them now, by the way. It's kind of funny. I'm not sure how we can afford that, because considering we're $20 trillion in debt, we have $180 trillion in unfunded liabilities. But don't worry, we're going to expand the military. Yes, and we're going to cut back on waste. If you believe that, I've got some oceanfront property I'll sell you, and it's in Montana. It's really good stuff. So the reason I'm not voting for Donald Trump is because I'm a realist. It's because I care about minorities and the middle class. It's because I'm against the drug war. It's because I'm against killing people. And it's because I support consistency. Donald Trump has been on both sides of practically every issue. So how am I supposed to support him when I have no idea what he stands for? The one thing I'll give Donald Trump is he actually could be an amazing president. We have no idea where he stands. We have no idea what his solutions are. We do know he's fixed some really bad situations before in his past. So there is that possibility. There isn't that possibility with Hillary Clinton. But I do not vote for Hitler because I'm trying to avoid Stalin. We as Americans say, according to the polls, 76% of us want a third option. But less than 5% of us will vote for a third option. How insane is that? If we actually voted our basic morals and our basic principles, guess what? Donald Trump wouldn't have a chance and Hillary Clinton wouldn't have a chance. Wouldn't. You're talking about Jill Stein, who is way more decent than those two, or Gary Johnson, which is way more decent than those two, would be president. But because we're willing to vote against our morals and our values because we're worried about the lesser of two evils, one of those two is going to end up as president. I am not going to go to my kids or to the people in my community and say, yep, I voted for Donald Trump. Yeah, I was scared of Hillary Clinton and that's why I voted for him. And now we're in another war, killing more American lives. And I can say I'm part of that because America. I don't understand how you can have even basic morals and vote for him. It's that simple. I will not vote for Donald Trump. I will still hold him accountable. I will still hold Hillary Clinton accountable. That does not make me a Trump supporter or a Hillary Clinton supporter. It makes me an average American that actually uses critical thinking. That's it. If you guys want more videos like this, hit subscribe. If you like this video, hit like. I'll be posting videos like this at least weekly, trying to do 2 or 3 a week. That's all I've got for now, guys. Brandon Renas signing out.